Some of us have to go forward. And going forward doesn't necessarily look how we think it's going to look, right? Going forward isn't always going up. It's not always climbing the ladder. It's not always going in a straight linear path. Going forward sometimes it's actually going back. We have to break out of this binary thinking. A lot of us need to take a few steps back. And because of our pride and our ego, we think there's something wrong with that. But that is still forward. We're going in the direction that matters. And sometimes the direction that matters is going another way. We've been going in this direction, maybe with these people, but it wasn't going to bring us to the destination of our destiny. So we go back. And some of us will fall deep into regret, meditate over all that lost time, not realizing, no, you are still going forward. It just looks a lot different. There were some things back here that you forgot about and you need to pick it up. We're replenishing our soil and our foundation, right? You may go to school for something, realize it's not what you like, and what do you have to do? Go back, take something else. Or you pivot into a new career. But that experience gave you the information for what is for you and what isn't. Some of us take this as like a midlife crisis or like, oh my God, we were wrong. And we start to resent ourselves because we think, how do I trust myself if I went down this path and it wasn't for me? Or I got into this relationship and it wasn't for me. How do I? You're going forward, but you're having experiences along this journey. And every experience isn't gonna come to fruition how you seem, come to fruition to how you feel. And every experience isn't gonna pan out through your original intention, because maybe it wasn't supposed to. Maybe it wasn't supposed to. Maybe you went this way just to realize one or two things, because as you go this way, you're more equipped now. You have more perspective. You have more wisdom, maturity. Oh, you went through that heartbreak. Oh man, it raised your heart posture. Now you know how to lead with love and leave with your love. You know how to put yourself first when you need to. You know how to place boundaries. And as you go forward, you don't realize how that's going to shape all aspects of your life. You think, oh man, I'm behind. No, you're going forward. The valley of despair, right? You may climb a mountain and you think, oh my God, from here, we're only going higher and higher. And the next thing you know, life takes a dip and you feel as if everything has gone wrong. But you're going through a valley now and you're going on a journey and you're learning all these things in this valley and it's developing your character, it's molding you, you understand? And the whole time you have a divine ally. You are guided and gifted through this whole valley. And you think, oh, it was better back there. Well, it was better to your senses. It felt better. But where you are right now, you are not lost. You are exactly where you are meant to be. You're supposed to be here because you are equipping yourself for what is next. You're still going forward. Where's forward? Forward is just the direction that matters. The direction that matters may be 2 steps back. The direction that matters may be a strong pivot right. The direction that matters may be steadfast, straight to where you were already going. It's on you to decide. It's on you to experience. But we need that flexibility and that fluidity in life and that grace with ourselves to experience and not be overly attached and married to the plans that we have made. We make plans and we prepare simply for a destination point. But like majority of plans don't pan out exactly how we meant it. Even a painter or a musician, they hear a sound in their head, but it doesn't come out exactly how they visioned it. It comes out better. There's more magic that flows into the process. They experiment. A painter has sketches and they throw away the sketches. They may have a table full of crumpled up paper, thinking they're making no progress. But that 17th sketch, boom, it all comes together. They were always going forward, each step leading the way. The problem is we place so much emotion to the little failures and the microaggressions and the things that we don't like, instead of just being like, oh my God, it's the human experience. Okay, cool. Oh, that didn't work out. throw it away. That didn't work out, throw it away. That you're not losing time, you're getting closer. You're weaning out what is for you and what isn't. You're weaning out who is for you and who isn't. So we can regret for a moment, for a little moment. It's okay to not be okay for a moment, but we pick ourselves back up. We do not bury ourselves deeper into the ground after a failure. Why? Because failure is a necessary ingredient for our foundation. That's all it is. It's an ingredient for our foundation. You're still going forward. Problem is, we compare our forward to other people's forward. So if our friends are getting married and we're going through a breakup, now we're comparing ourselves. But why are we doing that? We should be comparing ourselves only to ourselves. You understand? Everybody else is a visible testimony of maybe what is possible, what is for us and what possibly isn't. But we're inspired. Oh, that's amazing. That's great. But we shouldn't be comparing our timelines because that's taking energy away from your path. That is dimming your path. Your belief, your attitude is literally light and it illuminates the path. Self-doubt, it's okay to doubt yourself sometimes, but like overly being in the spirit of self-doubt, right? Comparing yourself, jealousy, it dims your path. Now you lose perspective. Now you lose awareness. You're not aware. You can't see the beauty in life anymore, even though it's literally all around you, because you have dimmed your path. The ego and our pride, it's boasty. It only likes to go straight up the ladder. It likes to show off. It hates to humble itself, right? And they serve a purpose at times as well. You know, we like the ego sometimes. We like the pride sometimes, but it's not in the driver's seat. It can be in the passenger seat, but sometimes you have to put it in the trunk. Put your ego back in the trunk. Put your pride away. It's okay to take some steps backwards. It's okay to start over. You're still going forward because you're moving in the direction that matters. You know, 6 months from now, 12 months from now, your life could be completely transformed. You have to believe that though. If you believe your life is never going to transform, you're never going to make change. Do you think your mind's going to inspire your body and your spirit to make the change? No. Maybe it happens by accident or luck. Maybe the divine ally steps in and, really does something to your heart because it sees you're struggling. That is possible. But we should do everything we can do. Develop a positive mindset about it and have gratitude. It's okay. The people around me are ahead of me. We're all on our own timelines. Maybe you are a late bloomer. Maybe you're slow to start. But once you get into a beautiful rhythm and pace, the rest is history, right? This is your story. You are the creator, the director, the narrator, the editor. You can edit your story. You can edit your story. You can go back. You can quit that job. You can edit yourself out that relationship that is not for you and write a new story and go on that journey, right? The best stories are the ones that have some wild turns, that have uncertainty in them, that has some surprises, and that has a character who is the main character, who is full of resilience, that says, I will not quit no matter what. You paint a life that you want. You get in your notepad and you write down the type of life you want as a potential destination point. It may change, but it's a potential destination point. You write it down, you visualize it, you see it, you feel it, and you say, I'm going to go create that life. And guess what? That is not even a destination in a sense, because once you make the decision to go create that life, you're already in that life. You are in the process. You are in the journey. We all know the destination is in every step. We just create goals to have a potential direction to go in. I always tell people in 10 years from now, 5 years from now, I could be doing something completely different. Who knows? I may have to pivot. I may be inspired by something else. Who cares? It's still forward. You understand? We're still climbing that mountain. When I go for hikes, because I live in an area with a lot of hikes, beautiful hikes, and I'm gonna go to like the top of that peak so I can see that beautiful view, it's never straight up. We start off going up, next thing you know, we're going down and we're taking turns. And now we're going through a river and it's like, I thought we were going up. And now we're going through some rougher terrain. And then now we're going up a steep hill again. And we go through this crazy journey and all around us is still beautiful. And it's rough at times, it's tired at times. We're huffing and puffing sometimes. We need a drink of water. We need to stop. But we continue to go with strength and grace. And we get to the top of that peak of that mountain and we see a new view, beautiful as can be. And I was like, yeah, the journey for this, all that we just went through, it was worth it. Actually, it made it even better. Who wants a straight linear path anyways, you know? Kind of boring. Imagine starting a movie and just knowing exactly what was going to happen and how it was going to end. Boring. Embrace the human experience, the whole spectrum. That's what we do on this channel. We are thankful for ourselves when we experience a little bit of anger or frustration or jealousy, because it's learning opportunities. And when we experience joy, laughter, and love, we dance in it, we embrace it. But we don't become overly attached to any emotion, because we know we are like the sky, right? And the emotions are the clouds that pass by. And some days we experience rain, some days we experience sun, actually, just like 30 minutes ago was thunder. And now it's clear outside again. Same thing happens within us. So we can observe it, we can embrace it, and we can always know that we are going forward because we're making a step, we're putting intention into it, and we are simply trying. Give yourself more credit for trying, for getting out of bed. Yeah, you make mistakes. Yes, sometimes you don't show up for yourself, but you're gonna learn. You're gonna learn how your mind works. You're gonna learn that, okay, maybe this season I need more community and support and accountability to get these things done. You're gonna learn how your mind works, and you're gonna equip yourself, and you're going to create the life that you dream of, because it is possible. And you're gonna give yourself more credit because you are still moving forward. And you done know in hindsight, everything gonna be all right.